If you've been thinking about making the move to Hingham, Massachusetts, but you're curious, what does the downtown even look like? This video is for you. If you've been thinking about making the move to the South Shore in Hingham, Massachusetts in general, and you just want to get a good look at what the downtown area really looks like, this is exactly why I'm making this video. You're gonna come with me as I drive through the downtown area, and I will narrate certain shops, certain stores, certain parts of downtown that are notable and you should know more about. So stay tuned as we take a drive through the downtown of Hingham, Massachusetts. And by the way, my name is Sean Murphy with Living on the South Shore in Real, and this is what I specialize in. I help people buy and relocate to the South Shore of Massachusetts. So if you have any questions about Hingham or the South Shore in general, my contact info is below, and you can also get a free copy of my relocation guide to the South Shore. That link is the first thing you'll see in the description. Click that link, put in your name and your email, and it gets sent directly to you. But without further ado, let's check out downtown Hingham. All right, first and foremost, let's show you where Hingham is on the map. Boston at the top left there. Hingham outlined in red. It's one of the first towns on the South Shore, right next to Weymouth and Cohasset and Hull at the top right. Here's a little zoomed in map, that red pin being where downtown area is. So it's on the northern side of town, right near the Hingham Harbor. Now here's a fantastic zooming in satellite image. And you can see as we zoomed in, it's fairly close to the water, and the downtown actually extends to the water. But this is the main junction of quote-unquote downtown Hingham here. You can see if you follow that road at the top there, that'll take you right to the harbor, and I'll show you that as we drive around. But a lot of avenues into downtown area. You can see a lot of neighborhoods and homes that surround the downtown area. So it's extremely walkable. So if you live anywhere near downtown, there are sidewalks that will lead you straight to downtown or to the harbor. There's ways to walk everywhere. Now, as we pull into the downtown area, we are on Main Street here, and the first building we will show you is that white building on the left. This is the Loring Hall, Loring Movie Theater. They have movies throughout the year here. Another movie theater is in the Hingham Shipyard with 7 theaters within the facility. So this is just your small local one. Now, you probably noticed the red, white, and blue stripe going down this road. This is a very patriotic town. This is the route that the parade goes down. So they mark it with that red, white, and blue. And when I say parade, it's the July 4th parade. Now we're going to freeze frame it one more time. Nona's, that purple sign on the left there, also has another location in Scituate, but this is the go-to ice cream spot in Hingham. Local, homemade ice cream. Now as we approach this intersection here, this is South Street that we're approaching. We're going to freeze frame it one more time. Brewed Awakenings on the left. Fantastic local coffee shop and bakery. Everything is baked fresh in the morning. They have a ton of tables that you can sit at, do work at, just meet with somebody to have a coffee, but they're super friendly. It's your perfect downtown local coffee shop where they do actually remember your name. So we're crossing over South Street. We will come to this intersection which is North Street. Now, if you go right onto North Street, that'll take you straight to the harbor. We're going to go left to start here, and I'm going to speed this up. You don't need to see me wait to make my turn here. But we're going to turn left on North Street. Notice the beautiful church right there. And then as we progress here, I'm going to speed this up one more time. And then I'm going to freeze frame it on this building to our left. Now, this is the Square Cafe. Fantastic, fine dining restaurant. A ton of outdoor seating. Usually extremely busy every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Very good restaurant. And the last freeze frame I'll make before we go around, this is the original Talbot's right here, this white building. Just a fun little fact. I'm not a Talbot shopper, as you can probably imagine, but those that are love the fact that the original Talbot's is right here in Hingham. Now, if I make this right here, that'll take me down to 3A in the Hingham Shipyard, but I'm going to freeze frame it one more time. The Lincoln Memorial, that is a statue of Abraham Lincoln right there on the right, and that road, surprise, surprise, is named Lincoln Street if you make that right there. Just a fun little note. But you can see some of the homes that are surrounding the downtown area. Very classic historical homes. A lot of these were built when Hingham was first established. But you can see this neighborhood. I'm going to speed it up. We don't need to see this. This isn't the quote-unquote downtown area. But you can just see some of the surrounding area around downtown. Like I mentioned, ton of sidewalks. You can walk everywhere. Now I'm freezing this because this is the train. This is the commuter rail right here. And this is the only spot on the Greenbush line that goes underground. You're not going to be able to see it, but to the left there is where it goes under downtown Hingham. Hingham was one of the few towns that fought it going through the downtown, so they agreed to build it, but put it underground. Now, we are on South Street here. We are going to come back into the downtown area, but again, just wanted to show you all the sidewalks, all the local neighborhoods, and some of these homes surrounding the downtown. It's a super, super walkable downtown area, which makes it great, especially if you live nearby on the weekends. You can just walk downtown with the kids, get some coffee, get some donuts, whatever. On the left here, we're going to freeze frame it again. Peel Pizza, one of downtown Hingham's go-to pizza joints. This place is always busy, always got a ton of delivery going out, a lot of pickups. Not one of your go and sit down and eat type of pizza places, but the pickup and the delivery is always cranking out. Now, this is Central Street. We are about to cross over. You can see a lot of little shops. There's a salon there on your left. On the right, there is a nice little boutique. But this is your classic downtown area with a lot of local shops, boutiques, real estate offices, salons, etc. Now, we're coming into that South Street and Main Street intersection again. On the right here is the other side of Brood Awakenings, that brick building on the right. So we were coming down through this just before. I just wanted to mention that so you know where we are. But straight ahead, if you keep going straight through this intersection on South Street, this will just loop you around and connect you to North Street, which I will show you in a sec. Couple little shops down there, but we're not missing a lot. I wanted to turn left to really show you the main part of this downtown area. Cool little barbershop right there. But again, as we get into this next intersection, I'm going to speed this up. Post office on your left here, the Hingham Downtown Post Office for all of your mailing and shipping needs. But then as we unfreeze this and we keep driving through, again, a lot of shops here on your right. There's a liquor store right here on your right. And behind this truck, and I wish that truck wasn't there, I'm going to freeze frame it still, is the Snug. It is one of my favorite places in downtown Hingham. Classic, small Irish pub. Great food, great environment with the kids, but awesome bar. They remember you, who you are, they remember your name, and they pour a fantastic Guinness. Now, we are on North Street. We are going straight to the harbor right now. This row that just jutted off to the right there, that will take you to one of the main public parking lots. There's also a grocery store back there called the Fruit Center, which is fantastic. But you can see a lot of these buildings have been revamped, a lot of shops, and there's also some residences down here that people love living in, being downtown. Now I'm going to freeze frame this again. Cafe Tosca to our left here. Fantastic casual Italian restaurant. Really great takeout, but a really great vibe on the inside as well. And just across the street, you can't really see the sign on the right here. This brick building is Tosca, owned by the same company. That is more fine dining Italian restaurant. Really, really great spot, especially if you're celebrating something. One of the best in downtown area. And then on the left here, you cannot see the signage, but this is Stars, the go-to breakfast place in Hingham, owned by the same people that own Cafe Tosca and Tosca. Really fantastic breakfast place, very much like a diner, but a little more upscale. And then as we pull around here, this is 3A, and we're going to turn right into this parking lot because I want to show you the Hingham Harbor. You can see it straight ahead there. I also want to note that there is a coffee shop called Red Eye Roasters just to the right here, out of frame. Great spot, especially on a summer day, because you get to just stare at the Hingham Harbor. But this is where you would go if you need to park to access your boat, if you want to go access Hingham Bathing Beach, or if you just want to park down here and walk to the downtown area, depending on where you're going. So that takes us to the end of the tour. I hope that this answered your questions as to what the downtown area of Hingham is like. Another view of the Hingham Harbor here. But if you do have any other questions, my contact info is below in that description. Don't forget to download your free relocation guide to the South Shore as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and let me know if I can help you with anything.